Alright, hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Ramble number 15. It has been like 4 months since last video, so I figured it'd be time to make a video and give people an update on what's going on. Now, this isn't going to be the, what is it called, kind of like progress update video where I go through the screenshots and stuff. It's mostly just going to be like a little off-topic kind of video. I mean, obviously talking about RuneScape, but not basically non-progress, ramble video. And I figured I'd do that because the F2P progress has been going. I wouldn't say it's been booming, but it has been happening. And yeah, I kind of want to do. I am getting close to the new year, so I wanted to do like a New Year's update video about the year in review of all the gains. But I also wanted to do a separate ramble before that, but it is already like November 29th, so I have kind of like run out of time when it comes to that, so I won't be doing that, but I will be doing this video. So anyways, yeah, today's video, yeah, what I got for you guys. Oh yeah, and also just I want to say like a huge thanks to everyone who's been watching the rambles so far. I mean, I really just do this for a hobby. I don't really take this seriously, but it's good to see some really positive comments from people. Some people who apparently like listening to my voice. That is like the first time I've ever heard that. And also just people, adding in comments, giving like thumbs up and stuff. Obviously I am like a small channel, but I do actually notice like an increase in all those little stats. So it's been pretty nice to just notice. But yeah, I'm doing some woodcutting. Every ramble I do like woodcutting. It's kind of like the main post 99 skill I'm focusing on. And I am doing the 2-tick oaks here, which is kind of like, I do this. This is probably one of my favorite like tick manipulation methods in free to play. Probably up there with the superheat mining. But yeah, when we talk about skills, like woodcutting is the skill I enjoy pretty much the most, even after forestry. Like I do kind of do it in this fashion, and it still feels like old woodcutting. The only difference here when it comes to the 2-tick oaks is the oak trees are now like infinite, so you never have to deal with that case where like both trees could be like chopped down and you have like a downtime. You always have a tree, so you're either going to see this green screen right here, no pun intended, or you're going to see the tree chopped down and me chopping the other tree in the background for like 5 seconds. But I'll never have both trees chopped down, so it's kind of wild. But yeah, speaking of skilling, like today's video is just going to be like my opinion on the free-to-play skills and kind of just what I like and what I dislike about each skill. So yeah, it's been 3 minutes. Should get into that right now. So yeah, now I also want to preface this by saying that I do have a regular account, and so I did think about this long and hard, like, do I want a UIM, do I want an Iron Man, or do I want a regular account? And the conclusion I made was I'm going to go with a regular account just because I enjoy the regular account methods the most. And I am going to stay one defense, primarily because I don't really care about combat too much, and also because, I don't know, PKing is fun, and unique high scores, why not, and unique, and so just some pretty cool fashionscape that like would hurt my RuneScape ego. Like I can't wear iron trimmed if I go past 1 defense. If I become 40 defense and I wear iron trimmed, people are gonna think I'm crazy, right? So for the sake of the ego, if I want to wear the cool 1 defense stuff, I can't walk around in like blue wizard top unless well, I guess that's for best in slot, but I can't go walking around, let's say, with like a some low tier item, even like tier 0 item, unless I'm 1 defense, then it's kind of justified. So I get to swag it out for the most part. But yeah, let's get into this. So I'm just going to talk about each free-to-play skill in the regular account context and just tell you what I like and don't like about it. So we'll start with just melee grouped all together. So melee I overall enjoy. It has a nice AFK alternative in flesh crawlers, even for my account, which is like 1 defense and soon to be 40 attack. I haven't gotten 40 attack yet, but even my account can hit through flesh crawlers with a low attack. The DPS barely makes there's a really marginal DPS increase. I think flesh crawlers are a great AFK option. and I even enjoy the more intense methods, methods that Melee has to offer. So I am going to get into Castle Wars, and I've seen some videos, and I think it's cool. I think I'm going to do some like dumbed down version of Castle Wars where maybe I'm not using 3 accounts. I'm going to be using like my free-to-play account and 1 alt account, and doing things like that. Little less XP per hour, but yeah, Castle Wars is chill. You get to use some combat potions in there that don't exist otherwise. You get to hit higher max hits because of that combat bracelet, and you get to do some multi-skilling by doing some bank skilling between Castle War games. So overall, it's kind of cool. I also like some other methods that I want to try on like PvP worlds. Like I want to try seeing like if I can use the prayer altars at like Lumbridge or Ferox Enclave and see if that's viable. Maybe do some like prayer multi-skilling in between that. I also have seen this like Chronicle method where you kind of just spam Chronicle teleport on your alt account, and you get because the teleports are around Champions Guild, they're so like concentrated, your main account who's doing the attacking damage doesn't really like lose aggro. He's always just locked in, and you spam Chronicle. And yeah, if you spam the teleport, as you know, like if you get hit during a teleport animation, you don't take damage. So that's kind of like the point of that method. Not sure even if I should be bringing up the Chronicle method, but yeah, like these are just things I want to try. They'll come out in like Ramble videos eventually where I talk about my progress. So yeah, overall I think combat's cool. The one thing I wish was one improvement I wish I could have in combat is honestly like maybe some like official range like amulet, like just buff the accuracy amulet. I've said this in like a wish list ramble before. And also maybe just like introduce a mob that's above like 60 HP or 50 HP but has relatively like low defense, like under 30 defense. Like I'd really appreciate that. I think there's like ice giants, but they have like 44 defense or 40 defense. So I would just like to have some sort of mob that can compensate for like I'm not asking the mob to be 1 EHP an hour, but I'm asking it to be more EHP than, let's say, a flesh crawler. Just so I can AFK a bit more, I guess, because, yeah, I am a regular account. I do like AFKing, so that's probably the only thing. Mining. I'll go into mining now. I'm just doing this, like, I think, horizontally, as far as the free-to-play skills go. Oh, yeah, hit points, we're not even going to talk about that. Mining, I just, I liked old mining. I liked using the kicking alt to mine. Currently, as far as the EHP method goes, I don't like using an alt to trade cakes and like prayer equipment to like train prayer and tick manipulate. Overall, I'm just not a fan that we have to run food items with an alt to 3-tick, because cakes are like, I wouldn't call them stackable 3-tick items, but they're like they have you have 3 ticks per cake, right? Because it's 3 slices. So I'm just not a fan that you have to use a cake to tick manipulate. I think the 3.5 method is cool with either like a leather or attacking like an NPC without any ammo on your bow. I think that's a cool method. I enjoyed that a lot. I did it in like the past Ramble. I'm just sad that we don't get to 3 ticks. So as far as like mining goes, I like the skill. I enjoy it. I just wish we had like a NPC, like a little spider guy that could attack us, little spider that could attack us every 3 ticks, or if we could just have like a fun weapon, or if we just had like a 3-tick item, really. We do have a fun weapon now called the Love Crossbow, where you can start a 3-tick action like you could with the event RPG, and so yeah, you can technically 3-tick now on like on PvP worlds, but the problem with PvP worlds is that there's only one PvP world. So if there's a brother from the free-to-play community, which is decently sizable, training on that PvP world, you will not be able to 3-tick in the preferred way. So yeah, mining is overall cool though. I just wish I had a 3-tick item for it or a 3-tick NPC. Okay, moving on, let's go to smithing. So smithing, I like it. It's traditional old school RuneScape smithing. I'm not much to talk there. I enjoy using the energy potions, keeping myself involved when I do the solo method. Or the alt method is not that bad, because when I get to trade my alt, I can have the trade window open on both accounts. And my alt that's running like bars back and forth to my main, my main, I'm hereby I'm going to refer to my free-to-play account as my main now. hereafter. But yeah, like whenever I'm running to my main bars, like I just have to click the trade with you, like your alt wishes to trade with you little message in the chat box, and that will move me from the Varrock bank booth to the anvil. Like it's actually not that much clicking for an alt method, so I really like smithing. And yeah, it's profitable too, so win-win. One of the best things I enjoy is doing what I'm doing right now, so I will smith like a bunch of addy plates, and then I will, once they're all smith, I'll bring them to 2-tick oaks and I'll alch them away for like a couple million woodcutting XP. So that's kind of like that's my favorite skill hop cycle, so big fan of smithing. Ranged kind of like same as combat, it's cool. I don't do the range mining method and haven't tried it, I guess, for now, and I just like AFKing fleshies or getting into like the Castle Wars stuff and potentially trying some like Ferox Enclave methods. So yeah, I just wish we had a boss that had, or not a boss, sorry, just a mob that has above like 50 hit points and low defense. It doesn't have to be 1 defense, but something to like emulate a 1 defense alt. Doesn't have to be as strong as a 1 defense alt for XP per hour, but that's my only thing with ranged. And maybe just some like, like I said, buff the Amulet of Accuracy to be the go-to amulet. Like, why is Amulet of Power the range amulet? Like, it's literally called Amulet of Accuracy. So, but apart from that, I don't really care about any like, new gear. I know we don't have like range gear or prayer gear at all, but yeah, I wish we had more of that, I guess, somewhat. But I don't really care. I didn't sign up to ask for more items, so yeah, range is kind of cool. I like it. I probably prefer it more than melees, just because, yeah, I just prefer it. I don't know. Seems cool. I get to wear a monk robe top because I'm 1 defense instead of like a leather body, and then I get to have like bonus DPS from the prayer, so yeah, range is cool. Not much to say there. Okay, now, I skipped fishing. So fishing is a skill that I already maxed 99 in. I was gonna debate between gatherers, so mining, fishing, or woodcutting, like which one would I pursue post 99, and I went with woodcutting, and I almost picked fishing. And so yeah, main reason why I don't pick fishing is just because I don't enjoy the AHP method too much, so I feel like I would just feel bad if I decided to do fishing. I think it's better AFK than woodcutting now that forestry has come out, so I enjoy it because it's like the gatherer in free-to-play with, the best AFK alternative. But yeah, I don't like that I have to keep track of like Skull Scepter charges and trade cakes and like, I think this guy's trying to talk to me. He's got a max cape? Nice. Okay, yeah, this is World 301 chat earlier. If you guys are wondering why my XP per hour is so slow, I was in World 301. But yeah, fishing, I'm not a fan that the only way to tick manipulate is to trade over food. I could use snow, but I'm not a fan of snow either. I feel like I could make a whole ramble on this, but I'll save you guys the details. I don't like snow for the inconsistency, the punishment for the mistakes it gives you. Like if you make a mistake, like the punishment in like tick loss, and then I just don't like it because, yeah, mainly those things. If a 3-tick item were to come out, it wouldn't affect the XP rates that hard. So not a fan of snow. So just don't enjoy doing fishing post 99. I will get into fishing post 99 though if a 3-tick item comes out though. Mark my words. So overall, decent skill. Not the most enjoyable to train for me though. Okay, we'll move on to cooking. Cooking, I don't think I'll touch ever. It's just a bank skill, so yeah, not really a big fan of cooking. Like I think my go-to bank skill probably would be crafting, but I haven't trained it yet. But yeah, not a fan of cooking too much. I like that we have wines, and I think it's really fun to get XP drops in like the longest milked XP drops from wines. That's all I'll say for that skill. Like not much to add there. Prayer is cool that it's like it just, you get to train it with so many gatherers, like you just have to because it's very slow. But I wish prayer didn't like have to be trained through the gatherers. Like, I want somehow prayer to be trained through, like, I think it can be trained through combats based off of some like screenshots I've seen of like unleaked methods, but yeah, prayer like has kind of messed up EHP for me. It's in every gatherer skill, and it just like, if I want to just do woodcutting or if I just want to do fishing, I'm not getting 1 EHP because I have to be doing prayer alongside. And I understand, I respect that. I understand that, you know, 1 bonus XP hour equals 1 EHP hour, but if your sole goal is like a single 200 mil, or if your goal is to just, or if you just like seeing your progress and then you check your temple page and it says you have low EHP even though you have like a couple million woodcutting XP, it's just a little discouraging to have that. So I wish prayer kind of would be able to be just trained as like a bank skill for longer. Like, basically I wish prayer was a little faster. I also wish it was just less expensive. Like, I think Vile Ashes are $700 and Big Bones are $260. So yeah, I do like that prayer can be multi-skilled. I just don't like that it's multi-skilled everywhere. That's basically what I'm saying. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on prayer. I am going to train, for example, like I think most of my prayer is going to be trained through combat or through fire making. Like my initial plan was like I get 120 mil fire making XP, and that would get me 99 prayer with like big bones and maple logs. So I think that'd be a cool way to like get 99 prayer. Like, what a flex. Like this 99 prayer is also 115 mil, you know, fire making XP. Like, that'd be pretty cool. So but yeah, 13 mil prayer for 115 mil XP and maple logs. It's crazy. So yeah, crazy expensive, and it's a part of EHP for the gatherer skills, and I'm kind of just upset about that. So yeah, I mean, I understand that it has to be though, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay, magic. I think magic's in a great place. I love the satisfaction of just zero timing all my magic levels. Like, I have, as you can tell in the video, I have like 20 million mage XP, and it's all just zero timed, and that's just incredible to me. Like, I leveled up most of it during like the superheat mining, and then, you know, I do some splashing now and then, and I just like that you can superheat with magic, you can alch, and you can use it while you runecraft. You could even like do the Falador Bank body ruin method or body talisman method and like alch while you're running to the altar. And I just like how magic fits in from a multi-skilling perspective, and I'm totally fine with not actually training it like by killing mobs and stuff. I think it's way more enjoyable this way, and yeah, I'm completely satisfied with magic. Maybe I wish we had a teleport somewhere in the Remington area. I think that'd be interesting. I don't need to go there personally, but it offers like nice access to, like, you know, Corsair Cove and Port Sarim. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, I mean, maybe the air altar too. You know, if you're getting ragged at the PvP world, maybe you can go to the air altar. So I just wish maybe we had a teleport or two. And yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with magic, I'll be honest. Okay, so woodcutting. So, oh wait, I skipped. Oh my god, I skipped. I'm not going in the right order. Okay. Okay, crafting. So crafting, just my go-to bank skill. Not much to say there. I think diamonds are expensive, but I think it's a flex to have a lot of crafting XP, even though it's a bank skill. It's kind of like what Herbler is in pay-to-play, kind of, in the skilling community. Like, you know, 200 mil Herbler just means you're a billionaire, so I think the same for 200 mil crafting. I like that, like, sapphires are kind of, the cut and uncut versions are worth the same now. I think you could even profit by cutting sapphires. So that meme of like the examine text of the sapphire saying like this would be worth more cut is actually like true for once. But yeah, I think, you know, cutting gems, it's cool. I like the bank skill. You can even make money from it when you do diamond necklaces, but I'm not too into that. But yeah, crafting, pretty good bank skill. I'm a fan. Fire making now. I think fire making is by itself like the worst skill in the game, but I think training with prayer is pretty interesting, and I like even doing the GE fire making. I like just doing like the 4 tick lighting logs, like when you're running eastward, and then lighting them, you know, in normal fashion westward. I like the use of like banking and like the energy pots, and like it's a nice APM, and I don't mind it like as a method, as a skill. I think it's silly, but the method of like, you know, running eastward and lighting fires, or doing like the fireberry is seems pretty enjoyable. I have to get into it, but it's something I want to do. Maybe like the next skill into the new year might be fire making and prayer. So yeah, overall I think fire making is cool from a skilling standpoint. Wood cutting is the second last one here. So as you know, or I guess I haven't like said this out loud, but wood cutting is like my go-to post 99 skill. I can't say I'm going for 200 mil. I'll never say, or sorry, what the fuck, 200 mil wood cutting. I'll never say that I'm going for 200 mil wood cutting. Definitely not going for 200 mil. I'll tell you right now. Like any like long term, the only thing I would consider is like what kind of Rigondeaux did was like in pay to play was just like get 200 mil in the skills you like. For me, I'm not really sure what that is right now. I have woodcutting in mind, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get 200 mil woodcutting. I'm not forcing myself to get it. I think last year, I started this year at 99 woodcutting, like 13 mil. Okay, so I'm not really on doing some record breaking shit, or I'm not even trying to get it as soon as possible. So I started at 13 mil woodcutting XP. It's almost December, and I'm at 52. So I don't know. I like this. I chose this skill. I like 2-tick oaks. I used to like AFKing use at Edgeville before Forestry, and now Forestry came out, and yeah, I forgot to mention, I should have mentioned Forestry at the beginning, but I think Forestry was one of like the worst updates ever in the history of the game. So again, that could be content for an entire separate ramble, so I won't get into the details, but I don't like that it's involved, at least from into the EHP of woodcutting nowadays. So sad about that. Other than that, just I don't like the use of snow that I have to do in woodcutting, or the fact that I have to like run cakes with prayer ashes from Drainer Bank if I want to do the EHP method. But I'm happy cutting my losses and doing 2-tick oaks. Again, this method does not break your wrist. My mouse barely moves. My camera angle is fixed, and if I ever need, I like this method so much because if I ever need to chill and stop clicking, I could just equip my staff and start splashing, or I could just do normal AFK woodcutting here, and it wouldn't be too bad. And also, like, if you guys think setting up the rats for woodcutting is kind of AIDS, it really isn't, because if you log off and you have to, go to sleep or just log off, you could log back in, and most likely the rats won't be killed in the world you logged off of last. So you can just re-aggro the rats. They'll be like outside the Falador farm. But even like just doing the setting up the rats from the start, from inside the farm, like you'll probably get it after, I would say your 10th trip. Like once you gain like some 3.5 mil, 5 mil XP, you'll probably get the hang of setting up the rats. It's not that bad, and especially if you understand how ticks work, like you'll understand like how much of a distance you need to keep between the rats, when to let them attack you, whatever. Like it's not that complicated. So yeah, 2-tick methods, 2-tick oaks, I like it a lot. Woodcutting, probably one of the more lackey skills nowadays, probably like a ruined skill, as some people would say, but yeah, it has the method I enjoy the most in free-to-play. So I'd say I overall like the skill, but I'm just sad to see, where it is right now. Okay, last one is runecraft, so that's kind of funny. I feel like runecraft can be a deep skill to talk about. I'll start off with kind of like the available methods that we have. So let's see, solo body talismans. I think it's chill. 55,000 XP per hour. It's not that bad. It's actually crazy that like solo body talismans is faster than like what EHP was back in like pay to play. Like pay to play people used to run Abyss with like Abyss nature runes with like giant pouches. And like before 77, I think it was like 23k an hour, and then like after 77 it'd be like 28k an hour. So it's kind of crazy that free to play runecraft is like still faster. Yeah, I think body talismans are really expensive. Basically, if one person decides to pursue post 99 runecraft XP, the entire market just kind of goes upside down, and body talismans go up. Getting them for triple digit price is certainly rare. I've bought all of my body talismans at triple digit price, but that's because I've been slow buying them, and I don't really care about doing runecraft anytime soon. I just wish, I wish EHP runecraft was cheaper. And yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think I did the maths. Well, I didn't do the maths, but I have a good feeling like a genie lamp or like an XP tome saves you tens of thousands of coins. Like, I think a genie lamp saves you like 26k. If you get a random event, you save yourself 26k of coins. Like, that's how expensive at like 2.5 inventories of body talismans are. Because yeah, that would be like some 2.5. Actually, I don't know how much. I think it's like 2.5 inventories, one genie lamp. So yeah, I think body talismans are very expensive. I don't like training on a PvP world too. There are raggers there all the time. Now, I don't know if I should call them raggers. I would just say that they're noobs who are like curious, and like they see you're not PKing, so they think you're risking, and like these noobs will attack you. And they're very like relentless, like because they like to play PvP worlds, so they're there all the time. And so whenever you just get PK'd or you start getting attacked, like you have to like just change activity and skill hop. Like one guy was even saying in our Discord that like it might be efficient to like make a rag alt which rags the raggers so you can train the skill. So that speaks to how kind of like AIDS the skill is. And then for the more efficient folks and the folks that are richer, you can like always get runners. And there's an issue with like no one wanting to run because like I assume it's because people don't want to get ragged. Like you guys would have to ask Freckle Dad. He's like the only guy with 200 mil runecraft, but he's paid runners like ridiculous money. And you know, I don't like the social networking aspect of training. The only way to train the skill efficiently is to social network, you know, figure out people's timetables, pay them money, like have to coordinate that all the time. It's just very annoying. And you know, alt running seems chill. I might get into the 0+2 body talisman at Falador Bank. That seems like a chill method as far as trading, you know, goes, and teleporting and like not clicking that much. So that's like some 75k to 100k XP per hour. I'm not really sure. So I think that method is chill, but yeah, it's an expensive skill to train, so I'm not a fan. I personally most enjoy in the runecraft skill the essence body runes, just PvP world body runes. Teleport to Lumbridge, teleport to Lumbridge chest, you know, teleport to Barb Village, go to the altar, craft your runes. You can get like 32.5k, I think, perfect tick. I almost had like 32k once. But yeah, that's like the method I enjoy the most. It takes me back to the old school like skilling, like I'm skilling in the Abyss, you know, like when do you get to craft ruins in like almost the traditional way, right? Then in free to play, because free to play preserves the, you know, old school experience as much as it can. So yeah, I kind of like the methods. I think they're expensive. I think the skill sucks from a social networking perspective of runners. And and lastly, I wish we had a bank teleport, because speaking of ragging and speaking of there only being one PvP world, I think if we had a bank teleport, that would make, you know, just the body rune method so much more fun, let alone like the talisman methods for all the, you know, gamers out there and all the people who want to run alts. Like, I wish we had a bank telly. That's stopping me, like it's from training runecraft post 99, like a 3-tick item is stopping me from training like fishing post 99. So I really just wish we had a bank telly, and I would enjoy RuneCraft a lot, maybe like the most. So I think like I'm satisfied with RuneCraft where it is now. I think it could be better, so I can't say I like the skill, but I can't say I hate it. So I think that concludes my ramble. Holy shit, half an hour. So I don't know what the fuck I said. I'm not gonna do a recap, but there you go, guys. I hope the button pushing of the F keys wasn't too loud. I really can't work out OBS. I don't know how to work it out. The filters, I fiddled around with the filters, and it made no sense to me. I did a lot of test recordings, and it all sounded the same. So I just hope the F keys weren't too aids. I usually try to do the AFK methods so you guys can't hear my equipment in the background, my gaming gear. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and you know, if you got to the end, like, let me know if you want any other ramble topic videos. I'm kind of sensitive towards what topics I put out. I don't want to talk about like Twitter controversy. I don't want to talk about Jagex making shit decisions. Like, I kind of try to just be happy and enjoy the game the way I enjoy it. But like, if anyone ever wants me to talk about something like controversial or something less like personal towards my liking of RuneScape, like or more personal, I don't know. If you just want me to talk about something in RuneScape that you're interested in, I will consider it. How about that? And yeah, these are just like one take videos, so you know, this is kind of what you got here is what you can expect always. So there you go, guys. So yeah, video definitely for like around New Year's Eve, maybe after the New Year. The week after New Year, just to, you know, recap my year and my progress between the last ramble and the whole years, and also the whole year. So stay tuned to that. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy this, and catch you next time. See you later.